In this video, we're going to be comparing these two infinite expressions. The first one is called an infinite continued fraction, and it reads 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 divided by forever and ever, so on and so forth. The second one is called an infinitely nested radical expression, and it reads square root of 1 plus square root of 1 plus forever and ever, so on and so forth. Now, we're going to have to compare these two, and it's not entirely obvious what are the similarities between them. The first one doesn't even contain radicals, so we have to observe them a little bit more. Now, what's almost entirely apparent is that both of these expressions are self-similar, meaning that they are contained within themselves. So for example, if you look at the first one, this denominator is the very same as the entire expression. So this expression really contains itself. And in the case of the second one, it happens to be the case as well. So this expression is the very same as this radical nested within itself. And this attribute, this self-similarity, can be utilized to calculate their value and to represent an equation. So what we are going to be doing now is to assume that both of these terms, both of these sequences are convergent. So we're going to call the first one lambda, and we're going to call the second one gamma. So we implicitly assumed that both of these are convergent. Now, I have to note that it's not totally obvious what do we mean by these infinite expressions. For example, in the case of the second one, what do I mean by infinite amount of radicals nested within itself? It's not totally trivial. So obviously these concepts have rigorous definitions, well-crafted definitions. So what we're going to be doing now is to derive equations from these problems to calculate the value of these infinite expressions. So if we are looking at the first one, we are calling the limit of this expression lambda, and it's the very same as this denominator. Therefore, I'm deriving this equation 1 plus 1 divided by lambda equals lambda. It's pretty clear, isn't it? Now, in the case of the second one, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just substituting this second radical expression with gamma, because it's the very same. Therefore, I'm deriving this equation square root of 1 plus gamma equals gamma. Pretty clear, isn't it? Now, what you have to observe now to kind of solve this entire problem is that if you are restricting these equations to the set of positive real numbers, then they're gonna be leading to the very same quadratic equation with the solution 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2. Now, it means essentially that these two expressions, this infinite continued fraction and this infinitely nested radical expression, have the very same value. Both of them are 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2. Thank you so much for watching.